I've got this little wooden planter that we made last year, and we attached some trellis to the back, and I think that's going to be perfect for growing a sugar snap peas up. So we might as well get that planted up. Well, we've brought that planter in greenhouse. It is a very sturdy planter that we made, but the screws that were put in the bottom weren't quite long enough. So over last season, a couple of those have come away. So we just need to reattach these boards, and then we can start off a new planter for that container garden. So that's been repaired now, and we've got a nice bit of height for these peas to grow up, and we'll just interweave them as they grow. But first we need to fill it up with compost. We'll just make sure we get a good amount in there. Then I'll stick some extra feed in, as always, fish blood and bone. Then we know there's loads of nutrition in this container before we even start. And I'll just give that a good mix. So pretty much all that nutrition is now halfway down this container where roots are going to be. Would have been a lot easier to have done this outside, except it keeps raining, so we make do. Now we've fixed it and we've got it filled up with some nice compost and plenty of feed, we can start and get these peas sorted. And these are the ones that I'm going to be putting in. And they're a sugar snap pea, so it's one of those type of peas where you don't wait for peas to form and then shell them, you just eat the old pod while it's flat. They taste like peas. They're really sweet and tender. And we put 2 plants in each of these cells, so we'll just carefully take one out and have a look. And you can see a massive difference when it comes to things like peas and beans. The roots grow very quickly. So we need to just untangle those. Otherwise they'll just keep going round and round. So we just free them off so they're like that, and then we plant them, they'll grow a lot better into that compost. So another really simple job for us to do, and we're going to plant these peas right across this back. So we'll make a nice deep hole and we'll drop them in, but we're not going to bury them any deeper than what they already were. Same thing again with this one, a really dense root system that needs to be freed off. And then we'll go only a couple of inches away from that first plant and we'll pop another one in. If you didn't want to grow full-size peas, you could just eat the pea shoots off these and they'll still carry on growing again. So again, a couple of inches and we'll bed those plants down. We'll just work his way across the back of this container. We've got room for just one more there. Very quick and easy job. And that's just peas planted. But we're not going to waste all this space while we're waiting for these peas to grow. What we'll do is we'll interplant, because basically as these peas are growing, they'll start to expel nitrogen, and any other plants you've got in that same area can then feed off that nitrogen, which is part of companion planting. I've just realised I've got this big container and it's full of spinach, but it's not a huge container and we have got quite a lot in there, so I might as well take some of this out of here and move it on to somewhere with more room. And I'm basically going to take out bunches like that and then replant them. And we'll just do them central to this container. So there's plenty of room for everything then. So nicely bunched together and straight in. And you can see that that's multi-sown spinach as well. So we'll plant it quite close together, bunch it up and firm it in. And then we can go through this after and we'll take any tired looking leaves away, so the rest of them have got a chance to grow and even bigger. So we're just making a nice dense clump. So that's 2 jobs done in one. And then that compost that's left, we'll reuse it. So that's another really good addition to this container garden project. Nice bunches of fresh spinach to grow on. And those sugar peas at the back, which quite happily will grow right to the top of this trellis. So that was definitely another job worth doing. Last year's containers, and we've amended that compost with some fish blood and bone, so we know it's packed with nutrients, but we also know as these peas are growing, they're going to expel nitrogen into this compost, which any other plants that's in there are going to happily feed on. So we'll get this back down to the container garden area, but we'll wait until it stops raining first. We've got lots and lots of things that we're going to be putting in containers, and we're also going to be doing lots of companion planting, so one plant helps another, which is an added bonus to gardening. And within the next few months, that container garden is going to be bursting with life, and we can expect some really good harvests from early summer right through until autumn. And if you're interested in seeing what else we're going to plant over the next few weeks, then please hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time. Take care.